music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Star Season 2, Episode 12. Lipstick of tonight is called Crank. It is in Urban Decay color, and I like it. I need to get some more Urban Decay. I need to go and pick some more colors. So Star came on Wednesday. It's currently 1:56 in the morning, so technically it's Saturday morning. I don't know if I'm going to continue to review Star. I think I did the same thing last time. It just too much. We had Star and Empire come on the same day, and too much be happening on both episodes. And by the time I finish watching them both, I'm just drained and tired because it's just too much to keep up with. So if I do Star again, it will be later. It will not be on Tuesday nights. I probably won't do it until late Friday, and it uploads on Saturday. It's not one of my more popular reviews either. I don't know how many people really watch it or whatever, but you know, it is what it is, and it's here for today. I can't say if I'm gonna do it next week. We see the beginning of the episode starting off. They're talking about, you know, undocumented immigrants and things they have to go through and how they kind of be attacked and things like that. We see Lala's character, who we know is actually Angel's mom, being held and detained. She's basically being beaten up. She's being abused. She is handcuffed at the ankles, and her, you know, there are marks on her from the things being too tight around her ankles. And when she asks for a lawyer, the agent actually beats her up. I'm like, well, God damn it. So I can see where this episode is going already. From there, we do see Simone letting Carlotta and Star know, oh, yeah, I got married. And then the license actually came in the mail, which is why she told them. And they see not only she married, but she married Angel. And they're like, why would you do that? She's like, because, you know, we didn't get the tour. You know, Ayana can't take care of me, and I did not want to go back to, you know, the facility. So my only other option was to get married. So I got married. You know, it is what it is. Leave it what it is. I don't care. You know, Star saying, you know, I'm so tired of all you and your secrets. And she's like, well, I learned from the best. I mean, Star got more secrets in a little bit. And I don't even mean secrets that she does not know she know. But she just, you know, all kind of secrets. But I'm like, you know, who cares? You know, we then see Charlene walk in. Now, Charlene is the twin sister Arlene, who we know Brody killed. And when she walked in, of course, Star like, oh my God, Arlene. And she's like, no, Charlene, I'm her sister. And it's, of course, it's the same actress or whatever. So she's basically there to ask Star if she knows who killed her sister or who would want to kill her sister. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, I don't know nothing. Gotta go. So she walk away, and she of course calls Brody, because she's like, I know Brody did something, you know, call me when you get this message. Kind of like, girl, what you doing? I know Brody did it, because he came to me one day like a month ago. He had blood on him, and you know what I'm saying, he was saying how he was going to do whatever to keep me safe, and said actually he wouldn't mess with me no more. I know he did it. At that point, Arlene asked, come in like, you know what I'm saying, I'm so sorry, you know, here's my card if you can think of anything. And she's a goddamn mortician. I'm like, bitch, she know how to bury your body too? So she know it was some, oh Lord Jesus, it was just nasty how they killed that lady. But you know, it is what it is. You know, we then see Brody and High Heel talking. And High Heel acting like, oh my God, I got all this stuff going for me now. I'm a manager. I'm not going to let you drag me down with your bullshit. I'm looking like, but you and him had this whole full-fledged plan to rob her. So, I mean, the only other option was to kill her. Like, you should have known that. And let's not act like you ain't never buried a body. Like, you helped bury Simone's foster father when y'all killed that man. So how here you can't play innocent like, oh my God, and all of a sudden now I can't deal with nobody else's shit. They dealt with yours, so just be quiet. We see the promoter come meet with the label, and she basically says, like, look, Noah Brooks, he can't head on a tour. He's a liability. The last tour he had, it was a big mess. I think he punched the label head or whatever. She's like, so, we can't back this tour because he's not a headliner. At this point, Quavo is now signed to whoever, the Ayana's daddy or whatever, and he there too. So they're like, well, what if Quavo was to head on a tour? No, I don't like that, because him and Quavo has a history or whatever. I'm like, does Migos not exist in this world? I'm just trying to wonder if if Quavo has a whole single out, or if he's still a part of the Migos, so this is the alternate reality. I'm not sure. So Noah isn't happy because, of course, he does not want Quavo to have to headline his tour, but that may be what they have to do. So at this point, Maurice go ask Quavo, like, look, we got this ready-made tour. We need someone to headline it. Do you want to headline? It's going to take you months and months and months to put together a tour. This one is already done. You just have to come and, all the acts are going on the road. He say, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll do it. He then say, but I'll do it if you can get Alex to do a song with me. Because he don't like Noah, I'm like, okay, he being petty table with a one, with everything. Because he like, I'm going to do whatever to make Noah mad, is what I think he was doing. Quavo, sit your ass down somewhere. She do the song. And at that point, Noah is upset. Because he is like, he with my girl, sang who I like and I can't be with. He headlined my tour that I can't headline. He getting all this goddamn attention. And I want it to be me. And he go into Ayana's old office and he's about to take a drink. But here come Carlotta, like, boy. She just basically reminds him that, his last tour ended horribly over his drinking. How he just needs to stop drinking. Drinking is not the answer. I feel like for the first time he had somebody advising him to be a better him versus chastising him for mistakes he's made in the past. And, for that, he doesn't take a drink and he kind of just leaves out. He needs Jesus. He needs to pray. Okay, that's what he needs. So, we then see Angel talking to High Heel about, what was he talking to him about? I don't remember. Oh, about marrying Samal. He like, look, you not my father, you my manager. I don't need no advice. It is what it is. I'm fine. I've been on my own for a long time, and it is what it is. And then his mama walk up like, I'm sorry about leaving you on your own. I'm looking like, well, how she know what he said? Was he talking loud? He's extremely happy to see her. He takes her to hear his music and everything. And he like, what I'm saying? I miss you, mama. I'm like, Lala, look, Lala, I feel like you still Lakeisha on Power. Until I can't see you as two different people. I mean, she's a good actress, though. So I'm just joking. Her name on here is called Polo. Polo, I don't know, it's Paola. So it is what it is. But anyway, she's back to kind of make amends with her son. From there we see Star and Brody having a conversation, and she keeps asking him what happened the night my mom died. All I remember is you shaking me, telling me, what I'm saying, don't say anything, it's our secret. What was our little secret? And I'm looking like, what was the secret, Brody? He like, look, I ain't gonna tell you. I can't tell you what happened. Leave it alone. I'm not gonna tell you. She's like, you're a coward. Don't come around me. Stay away from me. I don't care about you. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. The next thing we see is Brody leaving her a message saying how she was right. He was gonna go away for a minute, and that what I'm saying, they can talk later or whatever. But when they do that, you see like a what's the people called? Hotel room service people come to the door and break in the door, and he body slam Brody into the table. I'm looking like, well, god dang it, what happened? What's going on? I was very, very confused, but it was what it was. We then see Angel's mom talking to him, Lala, saying how he's actually an undocumented immigrant. She was saying how she had ran like a red light back in the day, and I guess with immigrants, she said, I had a work visa. I came here with you on my hip with a work visa. When it expired, I just never went back. And one day I ran a stoplight, and when I got caught for it, they sent me back to my country. And so I lied and said your father was High Heel's brother, and he made up some fake paperwork for you to stay here. But your father your birth father is actually Dominican. So I'm like, okay, so in the next season we're gonna be his daddy, because his daddy now ain't even really High Heel. So High Heel ain't really his uncle. So he's shocked. And he's like, what does all this mean? And she was like, they could be coming for you because if they know that you're also undocumented, you know, you would have to be deported back. And he, of course, is like, what? Because again, he had no idea, one, that she was undocumented, two, that he's undocumented, and three, his father, who's been an asshole his whole life, ain't really his father. And he like, you know, you left me there with him to deal with him and his antics, and he not even my dad. Like, that's real fucked up, ma. So, you know, we do see like Angel and Simone talk later, because they're both in a predicament. You know, he's an undocumented immigrant. You know, she doesn't want to go back to juvenile. So she's like, you know, we can stay married for as long as you want, you know, so I can help you. And he like, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Me being married won't save me and keep me in the country. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. So again, this is another show showing how, because even on Grey's Anatomy, they had a intern or nurse or whatever who was a DACA person or whatever, and she had like ran a light one time that she didn't even know she ran, and so ICE came to the hospital to get her because they was gonna deport her, and she had like flee the country. So you know, it's a lot of that going on here or whatever, because it's a topic in the world today. Anywho, this is a TV show. So, you know, but him and Simone disagree how they're going to be there for each other as long as they need to. Because again, she wasn't something they want to, she wasn't something they coming for you right now. He's saying, I want to let you know, in case they do, they want to deport you back to, was it Guadalajara? Wherever she's from. I can't think of the country. But yeah, he going to have to go back. Even though he'd never been there before. So the next thing we see, all of them at a photo shoot. You know, Quavo there, Noah there, Alex and Simone, you know, everybody there, taking the whole little photos for, you know, the tour. Quavo being extra Quavo. He's been extra all the sauce. Okay, he got his arm all around Alex. He on Snapchat like, yeah, I'm here with my girl, making it seem like, well, yeah, she was with Noah, now she with me. And he like, don't do that, dog. You know, like, I don't like that. Leave it alone, leave it be. They kind of going back and forth, whatever. Quavo then says something about dipping her in some chocolate, and Noah did not like that shit. So Noah punched him in the face, and after he punched him, Quavo pull a pussy move, and he pull out a pistol. Anybody who get punched and pull out a gun is a pussy in my book. I don't care if it's for TV. I think you're a pussy. If you can't fight your own battle without a gun, then you ain't nothing to me. And, you know, it's just stupid. So I'm so thirsty. This is the black mug. As you see, it says what it says. And yeah, the mugs will only be available until Monday. After Monday, I'm not making any more. So if you've already gotten your mug, great. If you have not, you have 2 more days. The link to get the mugs and the shirts is in the description box below the video. So yeah, Noah punched him. Quavo put out the gun. He's pure pussy. And he quit the tour. I don't need this. Y'all need me. I ain't got time for this. And he leave. But you up here fucking with that man. You was fucking with Noah on purpose, trying to make him, you know what I'm saying, do something. You can tell from the beginning, they don't really like each other. They don't really fuck with each other. And Quavo feels something. Where's the Migos? Okay? Quavo, where's the Migos? Offset, where's the Migos? I don't know. Anywho, and I'm like, who brings the gun to a photo shoot? And ain't nobody for the gun? I just can't. This is so stupid. So Carlotta then go talk to Noah, telling him that he basically needs to man up and not be, you know, doing dumb shit. You can't be out here punching people for no reason. You know, he disrespected Alex. He like, that don't matter. You can't blame it on that. You have to just man up and be, you know, she like, so many people want to be in your shoes and you just keep making reasons to not be great or whatever. It was dumb, but he listened. He's like, okay, it's cool. She then go talk to Maurice like, look, we got to figure out what we're going to do because we lost Quavo. You know, the promoters won't put any money into it without someone. So what we need to do is do some local shows, some local, like within the same city or within the same states or within the surrounding states, something like regionally, you know, not nationally is what it was, regional, and sell out shows to show promoters that we can pull a big crowd and then we can fill stadiums. So if we do that, then they'll probably put in money to do a whole national show. So, you know, I'm like, okay, good idea. It is what it is. So they do hold a local show. And they actually tricked Quavo into tweeting about it, because Alex come in like, you know, hey, what up or whatever. She chit-chatting, talking. They then had Star call him so that he would pull his phone out. And he like, I don't know who this is. So he pulled his phone out and he sit down. He hung up on whoever. Then she's like, let me put my number in your phone. So she then get the phone after Star enough had sent the flyer to the phone. So she was able to get the text, see the flyer, and tweet the flyer from his phone without him even knowing it, because guys are just stupid sometimes. And they do it so that his like 6 million followers would see the show that they're gonna be at, and it would come. The girls performed. It was cool. I like this song. I hate them Pee Wee Herman type shoes. I keep seeing people in them Pee Wee Herman type shoes, and I don't like them. And can't nobody change my mind about it. They give me Danity Kane feels. Damage. It gives me that kind of feel. Danity Kane making a band, MTV, Diddy Bad Boy is what it gives me all day and all night. But yeah, they did good, so it was what it was. The sponsor do come say, you know, it was a good show. If they keep selling out regional shows, she will talk to the people people in upper management to pay for a national tour. But she makes them aware, but Noah can't headline the tour. He's still a liability, so you know what I'm saying, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. I mean, Noah needs to be more positive about things and like prove and show that he's a team player. But we shall see. We then see when Simone walk up to Star. Can you believe it? We did it. And she's shaking Star the same way Brody was shaking Star when she was younger. And she starts remembering. She remembers her mom. So we get the whole flashback scene of her mom being high, saying, baby, give me my medicine. And so Star brings her like a towel with the drugs on it, and she like takes some of it or whatever, kind of passes out. So Star's like, mom won't wake up. So what does a child do? A child gives mom their medicine. So she then stuck her again with more drugs. And so what she did not remember all these years is that her mother did not make herself OD. Her mother OD because Star shot her up with more drugs, thinking it was her mom's medicine, and if she gave her more of it, she would wake up. And so Brody walked in as it happened, and so he knew she didn't do it on purpose. So he was saying to her, you know, what did you do? And he see the needle in the hand, and he's like, oh shit, you know, don't tell anybody, don't speak about this, which is why Star didn't talk for 2 weeks. So she remembers what she did, and she remembers all this time Brody has been protecting her. So Noah then goes talk to Carlotta, and he realized, you know, she says to him, it's okay for you to ask people for help. He thanks her basically for being, you know, upfront with him and being honest with him and letting him know, you know, hey, you got to do this shit the right way, or, you know, it ain't going to work out. He said how he never really had anybody do that for him. He then says, you know what I'm saying, will you be my manager? And I'm like, oh, I figured that was coming. I do think if she was his manager, it would be a good thing. I do want the show to be more about the three girls. I did not like it initially when they were adding more people and adding all this other stuff. I like Noah's character. I think he is diverse enough to be a troublemaker, but he still needs help because he's not as much trouble as he is just not guided properly. And, you know, he could be easier for people to manage than the damn three girls. But you know, this is what it is. And the last thing we see Star calling Brody, because of course you remember. I remember. He like, no, don't think about right now what you remember. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. You know, don't try to find me. But you were right. I did kill Arlene. You know what I'm saying? I did do that. I'm like, why are you confessing? I'm like, well, of course you can see someone is holding the phone for him, so we know he got kidnapped. And I said he must be telling her this so that later on she'll remember something was going on. And they then end the call. We then see that Charlene crazy ass has found him, got him in the tub full of water, and they then beat him up a little bit. And she know that he killed the sister. And he like, she was a horrible person. She raised a monster. Hunter was a monster, and she stood by and watched as he beat the shit out of Star. She wasn't a good person, and she got what she deserved. And she's like, shh, just take your bath. She then had a lamp. She pulled the wires out the lamp, and she dropped them in the water so she'll let you in. But I said, but if somebody come and see the cords put out the thing, won't they know somebody murdered him? Okay, I don't know. Anywho, and that's the ending of her killing him. Now he dead. So, and start calling and, leave him. Dad, call me back. And he dead. I'm like, Pola, tink, tink. Anywho, there you go. That's Star. I'm Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. It is 2:15 in the morning. Peace.